Good day, everyone. My name is Andrew, and I'm one of the academic staffs from the Chemical Engineering Department of CME University, Malaysia. So one of the courses that I'm teaching will be reaction engineering. So in this short session, I will be actually giving you a brief idea as to what you'll be expecting on the teaching and learning of reaction engineering. So for me to explain that, let me share my screen whereby I will draw a simple diagram as to how we can understand reaction engineering. You see, when we study about chemical engineering, we study a lot of processes. And one of the processes that we often emphasize in reaction engineering is the reactor. Okay, so the idea of reactor is basically whereby you have things like reaction, all right? So some keywords here. Then what is a reaction basically? So if you have learned a bit of your chemistry from the previous courses, you would notice that actually we always put things like some chemicals, let's say few bonds here and there, chemical molecules, all right? Then you have some other things like, let's say, for example, a water molecule, right? So suppose now you have this chemical A and chemical B. So you put both of these into the reactor. So few questions is that you will have reaction occurring inside this system here, right? So there are a few questions that we would like to explore in reaction engineering when you study this kind of reaction is that what is the reaction there is going on, all right? So some of these simple questions that we will answer, and you will be actually learning whether is there something going on, because if there is something going on, you will expect it to form a product actually, all right? So the product can be a new form of molecules, which we do not know, right? So let's say we call this as a product C, for example, right? So then we will also ask things like how fast is the reaction? So this is basically a second question that we have to ask ourselves. So the first question as to what is the reaction going on is basically we will be trying to explore the mechanism of the reaction. Basically, how does the chemistry play its role in affecting this reaction? We need to study the fundamental concept. So that one is called as the mechanism, the first part of reaction engineering. Then the second part is more on the engineering. Now that you have understood the mechanism, the fundamental concept of the reaction, you want to get data. So the data is a quantitative data. You want to study how fast, what is the condition, all right, so that you can replicate all of these reaction conditions so that you can reproduce it at a bigger scale. Because one of the important functions of engineering, chemical engineering, is to scale up a process. So you need quantitative data, and all of this quantitative data, we would study this as kinetics. All right. So that is basically the two important aspects that you'll be learning in reaction engineering. All right. So that is a short summary on what you'll be learning on this course. All right. That is all from me. Thank you.